Hi, everybody. My name is Taylor Johnson. Okay, so think about the most unlikely group of world changers you can imagine. We're talking about the group of blue collar fishermen, a hated tax collector, and some political radicals. They were influencers, weren't rich, and they weren't powerful, but led by a carpenter of Nazareth named Jesus. These 13 people started a movement that basically rewrote history of the world. Today, I want to pay a tribute to Jesus and the 12 apostles, not just as a religious figures, but as a team that showed us what happens when ordinary people commit to an extraordinary purpose. Biographical highlights and contributes. Okay, so to understand their impact, we have to look at Jesus. Historically, he wasn't just a teacher, but a dis- disruptor. He took the social ladder and flipped it upside down, telling people that the last would be the first. His main contribution was a message of the radical inclusion of self sacrifice, but he did not do it alone. He chose the 12 to keep this simple look at how diverse this group was. You had an inner circle. Peter, James, John. Peter was the impulsive fisherman who became a rock solid leader. John was all about philosophy of love. Then you had the outcast like Matthew. He was a tax collector, basically a traitor of his own people, working alongside Simon and Zealot, who was political revolutionary in the world. These two would have been enemies. And as the questioners like Thomas, some call him Doubting Thomas, but he represents all of us who need to believe in it. Their bigger contribution was that they didn't stay in their hometown after Jesus. They spread out across the globe, reaching as far as India, Greece, Rome to share message that every human life inherent value. Why this matters to us. So why this matters to us in this room? Because their story is the ultimate example of community over ego. We live in a world that feels very divided. These 13 men show people that under the single vision of serving others, it reminds us that we don't need a massive platform or a perfect resume that to make a difference. You just need to show up and be willing to work with people who aren't like you. Amen to that. The conclusion, in closing, Jesus and the apostles were just a chapter of history, weren't just a chapter in history book. They were a spark, a very huge spark. Lit the bomb and boom. Whether you look at them through historical lens or spiritual one, their legacy of courage and unity is undeniable and proves that small group of dedicated people can truly change the world. Thank you for listening. God bless you in all of your ways, and thank you very much.